Well, alrighty then. If we're not going to be able to go ahead and find ourselves even a puddle to be able to splash in to try to clean up, we might as well go and harass everybody who's hanging out here with our our absolute reeking, stinking bodies. So hello everyone and welcome back to the Oregon Trail, our very first wagon train. And we're still here with the whole party. Siri, Chips, Raven, and Chase, somehow still surviving, if you can call the absolute reek that we currently are surviving, since our hygiene is completely at zero. And by the way, that'll affect how often we get sick, like the fact that Chase just got dysentery and we just barely healed him up in time. That is very much not wanted, considering the fact that, dysentery actually is contagious, and we don't want to spread that among the whole crew. That being said, unfortunately, it looks like there's just not a single bit of water to wash up in right now, and unfortunately, here at the Parton of Ways, there are no services that we could use to go and freshen up. So, the only option that we have is potentially to trade. And we do want to trade to see if we can sell some of the things that we've got, like for instance, the fish. We got a lot of fish and I would very much like to go ahead and sell all of it and get some money instead. If we're gonna get lucky enough to be able to go ahead and actually turn that money into a larger wagon at the next big fort, because that would definitely help out as we start climbing our way up into those Rocky Mountains. You know, the infamous Rocky Mountains, where certain infamous parties ran out of food. I want to make sure that we take enough with us. But first up, let's see. Ah, dang it, there's not any of the clothes for trade. I was really hoping we would have some clothes to trade. We do need the toolboxes to be able to fix our wagon. The wagon wheel grease might be useful, but the toolboxes we need more so. And a guidebook! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen the guidebook ever! I'm looking to trade. She offers one guidebook. Okay, guidebook actually increases our wayfinding skill. And we do not have any good wayfinders among us. Let me double check just to make sure. Okay, well I take that back because Chips actually has pretty good wayfinding skill. And that's the ability to traverse dangerous terrain, especially useful in more demanding regions. We're about to enter more demanding regions though, so that might be worth trading for. But our wagon condition, let me double check on our wagon condition. Yeah, we've got like 1 damaged spot and 3 exposed spots. Is that, so, okay, we might want the guidebook. In how much can we haggle her down for? Chase, you're on it. You kind of, oh, he stinks right now. I'm afraid the price is quite firm. Dang it. All right, so we weren't able to get anything from that. We could trade the flour or the pelts, and I don't think we want to do either of those things. Now, what about the toolboxes? Oh my gosh, she only wants that much for it? 4 toolboxes? Okay, come on, Chase, this time let's do it. You got this. Yes, he did it! Yeah, that seems fair. All right, so now we can trade 4 pelts, 11 bullets, 1 medicine, and then we'd be able, or 1 medicine, not all those things at once, thank goodness. And then we'd be able to go ahead and get ourselves 4 toolboxes, which would be really useful. I think we'll go ahead and trade the pelts for those toolboxes, and then we'll start using some of those toolboxes right now. We are gonna be headed towards the river. 47 bullets. We do have that medication, but because we're so stinky, we're definitely gonna probably want it. The flour is kind of like our main food. How many bullets? 47 bullets. No, that's like 4 or 5 hunting events. So let's trade the pelts. Yes! Pleasure doing business. Martha makes the exchange with the party. Excellent. Thank you, Martha. Okay, so can we haggle her down again? Nope, I already haggled her. All right. What about that wagon wheel grease? Do you want it for cheap? Oh, hey, those dragoon medallions. You know what? I'll trade those dragoon medallions for the wagon wheel grease, because that's like very, very useful for keeping our wagon fit. And, okay, 2 dragoon medallions. Let's do it. I don't know what else those are going to be useful for after all. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's also sell some fish. but only if I can haggle him up. Come on. Do it, Chase. You've got this. You've got this. Ah, no! No, my fish. Okay, maybe we'll go ahead and we'll actually keep the fish on us for the next big meeting, because that's 95 pounds of fish. That could be extremely useful for us after all. Meanwhile, let's also, you cannot use the item at this time in the event. Okay, so we can't use that right this second, but hopefully we'll be able to soon. All right. Let's pop out, and then what about now? Can I use the? No, not at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm not gonna sell the fish for cheap, at least not right now. Let's talk to everybody and see what's going on. Alfred? Make sure you're prepared if you're planning on attempting a desert crossing. Even then, maybe say a prayer or two. I know folk that have gone blind from the sandstorms out there, and they were the lucky ones. Oh boy. I really don't like the desert, like, at all, personally. And that's not to, like, if you guys like the desert and hot weather, that's awesome for you. I actually have lupus, so being out in the sun in the UV makes me exceptionally ill for, like, weeks if I'm not careful. So I'm not a big fan of the heat and the sun. However, it is quite beautiful and I can respect the ecosystems there. But man, yeah, growing up and making that drive through Kansas when we would go travel places, there's not a lot to see out there. And once or twice, I remember the car breaking down in the middle of nowhere in Kansas. And yes, it was literally the middle of nowhere. And thank goodness cell phones had just become a thing so my mom could call someone to come get us. And then it was still 2 hours waiting for somebody to be able to come and pick us up. So I like seeing, I mean, wide open spaces and open prairies are beautiful in their own way, but I love dense, thick forests that are just lush and full of moss. And basically, I need to get myself to Oregon if I want to see all that stuff, right? Also, I think that's really hilarious because I didn't even look and see that Benjamin is literally telling us the desert's not as bad as other folks say. Sure, it's hot and dry and dangerous, and it's easy to get lost, and there's a lot of sandstorms, but, you know, maybe heading south isn't such a bad idea. There is still some desert around here, sir. Captain? Crossing the desert quicker, of course, but certainly not safer. I'm thinking we'll head south, down to Fort Bridger. I don't want to risk getting lost out there. Oh, I hope the wandering lovebird couple are gonna be safe. I think that her dad, Ava's dad, was like going to head down to the fort, so Redbird? When the Boschental first crossed our lands, their wagons were few. Now the trail is crowded and the land is overgrazed by their animals. Are there any Boschental that still live in the east? My people are afraid that we'll be forced to move to keep our families safe. I'm sorry. Trust me, as a like Hawaiian, I get it. My grandpa actually had his home taken from him the day after he finished paying it off for eminent domain so they could build the highway. They gave him $1 and kicked his whole family of 13 people out. Yeah, so I get it. On some level, it changed the shape of my family like forever. But without dwelling on that, my family and I are traveling with 40 other families to the valley of the Great Salt Lake to seek religious freedom. Back east, Mormons are persecuted. In Utah, we'll join together to build a new community, changing desert into farmland. And, with no offense meant to anyone, again, I was raised Mormon, also turning that desert into a farmland that will end up turning a lake into desert, that will end up turning a whole bunch of issues into things, and maybe we should have better water management. We need to hire a bunch of beavers. All right, I'm getting a little morose. Maybe it's because I'm worried everyone's gonna die on the trail. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna depart. And then we're gonna see how much of the wagon we can pack ourselves up. Everybody sort of, I think, set me on edge just a touch, if you noticed. So we're gonna go to the south, and collecting herbal remedies will get us 41 buckaroos. I would very much like that. And, oh hey, fish! I could do even more fishing! Maybe I should have gone ahead and actually sold some of the fish then. But for now, let's go ahead and do a few repairs here and there. Alrighty, and then I want to go ahead, especially if we're getting ready to cross a river. I'm so glad that we can repair everything. Let's apply the grease to prevent wagon wear and tear. There we go. And then let's go ahead and get ourselves Yeah, let's get ourselves moving so that we can do a little bit of fishing, and hopefully we'll have a lot of money that we'll be able to go ahead and use when we get ourselves to the next fort. So let's go to the fishing hole. Yay! See, that'll be a good way to go ahead and shake off my moroseness. Rugged sagebrush fields stretch out before the party, marking the end of the Continental Divide and the onset of Oregon country proper. Raven! No! Dysentery! Oh, heck no! Oh, Raven! Okay, hang on. Oh, I knew we needed a good bath. I told everyone we needed a bath. Alright, hang in there, Raven. Oh my gosh, I really hope... no! Okay, what is that thing? What is what thing? Uh-oh. Dead meat. A large irregular mound lies on the trail ahead. It's hard to make out quite what it is. It's a deer, lying dead in the dirt, skin clinging thinly to its ribs. The creature seems to have died of starvation, though it still has enough meat to feed a brave traveler or two. We're leaving that. We already are stinky, we're already rotten. The deer is left to rot, a prize for scavengers, as it should be. Raven, please stay alive. Ah! I have dysentery! No! Just when I was thinking this was way too easy and we should go ahead. Ah! No, Chips has dysentery! He got it from me! Oh my gosh! Where did I put my map? Oh my good gravy. Where are we? Oh my gosh. I thought it said Raven was lost as in dead lost. Oh my gosh. It becomes evident that Raven, dim-witted, cannot read the map or possibly cannot read at all. The wagon is now 8 hours off course. There is some debate amongst the party of how to best return to the trail. Who should take the lead? Chips. With his poor wayfinding. I'm the best. You are the best. His stamina's down. I think this way. I hope he found a good way. Wait, what's that? What is that? Chips picks up a glinting object from the dirt. Brushing the dirt aside, the object appears to be an old gold coin. A single eagle, made of nearly pure gold, perhaps dropped by a passing traveler years ago. Such luck. Oh my gosh, that is really lucky! After much delay, we're back. Okay, wagon wheel grease expired. What is even going on? We're gonna go ahead and use this to try to make sure that we're okay. How's our morale? I mean, not terrible, ironically. How's our stamina? Not terrible, actually. But this is getting really tricky. I'm very worried about the dysentery thing. Raven and I are getting really sick. You're kidding me. Like, we need that medicine. We already used the medicine. Can we rest? Can I say we should just stop? I don't think I can tell us to just stop. Alright, let's go fishing. Chips, if you don't mind. I'm really worried about this. I'm really, really worried about this, actually. I really hope we can rest at the river. Because if we can't rest at the river, things are getting... Well, the situation already was fishy enough. But things are getting really, really, really fishy. Oh dear. Speaking of fishy though, while I go ahead and catch ourselves some more fish to wish upon, for hopefully being able to sell and get that bigger, better wagon, or at this point, the physician that we're desperately going to be visiting with. Alright, come on. There we go. Rainbow trout caught. I have been thinking about how fun it is to go ahead and have our fish afoot, and I've been thinking about how we should have some of, like, I really want to add Hidao. I need to put it down in my little notes that I have right next to me right now, but I really want to add Hidao in some, like, maybe future version of herself or like her great-great-grandchildren into our Sims 4 Ranch to Riches legacy as somebody who just really loves teaching people how to fish. Oh, maybe we can make her like a conservation biologist, because that is indeed something that your Sims can do. And maybe she could have, oh, American bullfrog, a bit fishy. Oh, maybe that's from catching like 60 frogs, or 60 fish. But it would be really fun to have her added in and just feel like she's like part of the world, and maybe she focuses on desert ecology. A Great Plains toad, woo! I think that one's kind of new. Oh dang, there was a rare fish. I didn't see it in time. I think it'll swim off once we catch this one. Yeah, there it goes. Ah, I gotta keep an eye out for that. Alright, I'm gonna see if we can pull in the full, like, 100 pounds that Chips can carry. Because, again, if we live and we get across the river okay, that might make for some great money. That could definitely help us at least try to stay alive. I'm thinking fish-ishin? Huh? What do you think? Turning our fish cash into a visit to the fish-ishin? Okay, that was really silly, but I kind of love it. Also, I see a fish over here. Am I gonna scare it away if I do this? It looks like it must be a really sneaky fish to be hiding all the way down here. All right, what is it? What is it? Nope. Well, a razorback sucker. All right. No. Okay, there we go. Time to head out. 8 fish? Ain't so bad. Also, quick, my notes before I forget. I already almost forgot again. Hang on, guys. Here we go. Hidao. Descendants. In Sims 4. Ranch to Riches as Fish Club leader and biologist. Yay! There we go. So Chips manages to catch 100 pounds of fish. Oh yeah, and then we got extra fish from the fish trap. Okay, and knives means that we can't really clean it properly. Whoa, do we have enough room on our wagon for all that? Oh, the fish stacked, yes! Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm really glad we repaired the wagon too. Are we gonna make it to the river in time? Come on, Raven. Come on, everybody stay strong. I'm hoping at the river we can trade for clothes or food. At least Chase doesn't have dysentery right now. So thirsty. Yeah, I'm thirsty, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing. Water they do. The party's water supply has run low. If it's not refilled before too long, dehydration and death may be the result. A small pond can be seen just off the trail. A few mosquito larvae swimming lazily on the surface. Without restocking the water supply, the party's morale and stamina are sure to decline. I am a neat, tidy farmer. I say no to that. The party avoids the dubious pool. With their clean water supply dwindling, they're forced to ration what remains. A deep weariness begins to set in. Yeah, well, we're already pretty sick, and it's only 6 more miles, but that's really far. But come on, guys, we've almost gotten there. Chip seems to be holding in the best with the dysentery so far. Oh my gosh, come on, just a few more steps. Just throw each other in the river, for crying out loud. Oh my goodness. We need to play our little harmonica at this point too, just to like perk up the morale. But maybe I need to wait till it gets a bit lower. Finally, arriving at the Green River crossing. The muddy red-brown waters of the mysteriously named Green River can be heard ahead. This is one of the deadliest crossings of the trail. The party needs to be prepared. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh my. And there's, oh my. Okay. Does anybody have any clothes? Please? Maybe? Oh no. Okay then, guys. We still don't have a way to get rid of our dysentery, and I'm getting kind of nervous about all this, but we're gonna have to do something. And apparently I can't just chuck everybody into the river. Ah well, you know, maybe they'd drown, and also maybe they'd end up getting cholera at this point as well, or some other terrible mosquito-borne disease. So alright, well, I'm gonna take a peek at the river. I'm going to maybe have one last campfire meal with everyone, because this is looking really scary. And we'll have to see what we end up doing next time. So I'll see y'all then. Stay curious, I guess.